everyone, how are you? Let us continue our chapter 7 of class 9th. In previous video, you have seen the explanation of question number 1 and 2 of exercise 7.1. So let us continue our discussion on exercise 7.1. In this video, we will start explaining question number 3 onward. So let us understand question number 3. What is given in this question, what we have to prove. So just observe the question. Here AD and BC, these two line segments AD and BC are equal. It's an important thing for us. AD and BC are equal perpendiculars to a line segment AB. AD is perpendicular to AB. BC is also perpendicular to AB. And we have to show that CD bisects AB. Understand the meaning of this sentence. CD bisects AB. CD is dividing AB in two equal parts. It means we have to prove AO is equals to BO. This we have to prove. CD bisects. CD is the cutter. CD is dividing. Okay. And which line segment? AB. Let us write given AD is equals to BC and AD symbol we will write for perpendicular, AD perpendicular to AB and BC also perpendicular to AB. Perpendicular means we can use this angle as 90 degree and we have to prove CD bisects AB means AB is dividing in two equal parts. We have to prove it. These two parts AO and BO are equal. This we have to prove. So let us see the proof, how we will proceed for this. Clearly two triangles are visible here. We are talking about these two triangles AOD and naming of the triangle AOD and triangle BOC. So let us write the information. In these two triangles, clearly angle A is equals to angle B. It is given to us that each angle is 90 degree. Another given thing is AD is equals to BC, which is clearly given in the question. AD and BC are equal. Okay. From given information, we can only write these two things. Now, third thing, we have to recall our previous knowledge. What other thing you can find out equal in these two triangles? So just think for a moment. Here this CD is a line segment. AB is also a line segment. It's like this. AB and CD. So these are two line segments. So clearly these two angles are forming here. These two angles at what position? What the name of these two angles? These are clearly vertical opposite angles. So in these questions of exercise 7.1, 7.2 of chapter 7, few things will be given and few you have to find out from your previous knowledge. Okay. So these two angles are forming vertically opposite angle and we know vertical opposite angles are always equal. So we can write here third thing, angle 1 is equals to angle 2, vertically opposite angle. So three things we have written. Out of these three, two are angles and one is side. So let us find the position of these three things. Firstly, you have written an angle. Then leaving this side, it is again an angle. And then you have taken side. One angle, another angle and then side. So what rule is forming here? AAS. So like this from the diagram you can find out which rule is forming here. So by AAS congruency criteria or rule you can write. By AAS congruency these two triangles become congruent. Triangle AOD congruent symbol is this to triangle BOC. Okay. And notice one more thing. While writing the naming of the triangle, try to write according to corresponding points. First, I have written alphabet A and here I have written alphabet B. It depicts here angle A, angle B. And clearly angle A is equals to angle B 90-90. Second, I have written O and here also O. So angle at point O, angle at point O and angle at point O are also equal. So A is corresponding to B, O is corresponding to O and clearly third remaining point AOD. So D will be corresponding to point C. So always make a habit, try to write the name according to 1-1 correspondence. So AOD is equals to BOC. If you will write the name of the triangle according to correspondence, then it will be very easy for you to find other corresponding terms. Okay, so we have to prove AO is equals to BO. So clearly you can observe from the naming also. First two alphabet AO and first two alphabet BO. It means AO is corresponding to BO, and from diagram also you can observe AO is corresponding to BO. Angle A 90, B 90, and these two vertical opposite. So from the diagram also we can observe AO and BO are the corresponding parts. Okay. So by CPCT we can conclude that AO is equals to BO. So let us write the same thing. By CPCT, AO is equals to BO, and it is proved. Let us understand question number 4 also. So let us see what is given here. L and M. These two lines are given parallel. So let us write quickly in the given heading. L is parallel M. These are two parallel lines intersected by another pair of parallel lines P and Q. Okay, P and Q also, these are also parallel. Okay, then we have to prove, show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Let us write in to prove triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA. Students, again and again I am emphasizing to the corresponding parts, because in class 10th you will study the chapter of similar triangle, and there it's very important. Always in each and every question we have to write the naming according to the corresponding terms. So you can observe in the question also they have said show that ABC congruent to CDA. First alphabet is A and here first alphabet is C. Means point A is corresponding to point C. Okay, and second is written B and second is written D here. So B is corresponding to D somehow. This B is corresponding to D. A is corresponding to C, and again C is corresponding to A. Like this, these points are 1-1 correspondence. We have to prove them congruent. So first of all, observe in these two triangles. In triangle ABC and CDA, you can see this side AC is common in both the triangle, ABC triangle and ADC triangle. So AC we are getting common in both the triangles. Okay, and after getting this correspondence, as you have seen by the naming, A point is corresponding to C. So angle at point A, either this one or this one, angle at point A of one triangle, we will see the correspondence with the angle at C, angle at point A in one triangle, angle at point C in another triangle. And if you name them as angle 1 and 2, clearly these lines were given parallel to us. As these lines are parallel, so what are these forming angle 1 and 2? Now it's not need of much explanation. You all are very perfect in all these things now. Angle 1 and angle 2, these are at the position of alternate interior angles. So clearly you can write angle 1 is equals to angle 2. So let us proceed how we will write the proof. First of all, write the name of the triangle in triangle ABC and triangle CDA. Okay, in these two triangles AC is equals to AC as it is common. Then angle 1 is equals to angle 2, alternate interior angles, and initially you can write as L parallel M. These two parallel lines we have taken. Secondly, again we will talk about this angle and this angle. So again you can compare for the line P and this transversal and this line Q. P and Q, these are also parallel. So these angle, if we name them as angle 3 and 4, so these are also forming alternate interior angles. Just write the same thing here also. Angle 3 is equals to angle 4. Reason will be same, alternate interior angles, but lines are changed. Line P is parallel to line Q. Okay, so now let us see which three things we have taken. First, angle. Just after the angle you have written a side, and after the side, third we have taken again angle. So what the rule is forming here? Angle, then side, and then angle. So by which rule? By ASA rule, triangle ABC become congruent to triangle CDA. Okay, so hence proved. Let us see question number 5 also quickly. Line L is the bisector of angle A. Means line L is dividing angle A in two equal parts. So we can conclude angle 1 is equals to angle 2. It is given in the question. And BP and BQ. This line segment BP and BQ are perpendiculars from B. Okay, from B these are perpendiculars. BP is perpendicular, that is 90 degree. BQ is also perpendicular, that is 90 degree to these sides. So we can use these two angles also wherever it is required. And what we have to prove, directly I am writing in the heading, what to prove: triangle APB congruent to triangle AQB. In first part we have to prove this, and in second part we have to prove BP is equals to BQ. These two things we have to prove. And what was given? L is the bisector of angle A, so let us write in this way: angle 1 is equals to angle 2, it is given, and BP perpendicular to AP and BQ perpendicular to AQ. These things are given and this we have to prove. So let us see how we will proceed for proof. We have to prove these two triangles congruent. Okay, first of all write the given information, what things you can write in triangle APB and triangle AQB. First of all we should start by naming the triangle. In these two triangles, clearly angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Reason: line L bisects angle A. Line L bisecting angle A, so angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Second thing, we can conclude that angle P is equals to angle Q. Each is given 90 degree. And third thing, we have to use our presence of mind. It's not given in this question, but we have to recall the previous knowledge. Just observe the diagram. Triangle APB and triangle AQB. Clearly this side AB, it is hidden in both the triangles. This is the support of both the triangles. This line segment AB, ABP in this triangle also, and ABQ in this triangle also. Okay, so AB, we can observe that this side is common in both the triangles. So just write down the same logic. AB is equals to AB. This is common. So now again, very important thing, what rule you will write for congruent triangles. So in this we have written one angle, then leaving this side we have taken another angle, and then this side angle, then angle, and then side. So what rule is forming here? AAS. So by AAS rule, these two triangles, triangle APB become congruent to triangle AQB. These two triangles become congruent. Okay, and now you can observe from the naming also that this BP last two alphabet, and this QB last two alphabet. BP is corresponding to QB. From this diagram also you can see BP is corresponding to BQ. Okay, BP is corresponding to BQ. So these are corresponding parts. So after proving them congruent, you can use by CPCT, that is corresponding parts of congruent triangle are equal. So this line segment BP must be equals to BQ. Okay, hence proved what was asked in the question. It is proved. And if they ask about another corresponding parts, you can conclude that this AQ, if they ask, AQ is equals to AP, as these are corresponding to each other. And what about this third angle? These will also equal. Okay, by any of the rule we have proved triangles congruent, and after proving them congruent, remaining three parts will be automatically equal, remaining three corresponding parts. Okay, so in this way I am going to end this video. In our next video we will discuss another questions of exercise 7.1. Till then, stay tuned, enjoy life, enjoy maths, as it's easy.